Hello, and welcome to English Natively, the podcast where we help you make English feel like home. Today, we're stepping into the shoes of a British housewife to explore her daily routine. A perfect way to learn English naturally. From brewing a cuppa to sorting out the washing, we'll follow her day and sprinkle in some cracking British slang with explanations to help you sound like a local. Whether you're a busy parent or just love a glimpse into British life, this episode will show you how everyday moments can boost your English. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfy, and let's have a butcher's at a housewife's day. Picture a typical British housewife. Let's call her Sarah. Living in a cosy, terraced house, maybe in Leeds or Bristol. Her day is full of tasks that keep the household ticking, and each one is a chance to learn English with a bit of flair. Why focus on a routine like this? Because it's relatable, repetitive, and packed with opportunities to pick up phrases you'll hear in any British home. By slipping slang into these moments, you'll not only learn words, but also the vibe of British culture, our love of a good moan, a proper brew, and a cheeky biscuit. Let's follow Sarah's day and see how her routine can help you sound like you've just popped out of a British sitcom. Sarah's morning starts early, usually with a yawn and a mutter of, "I'm absolutely knackered." Knackered means exhausted. A word you'll hear all over the UK when someone's had a rough night's sleep, maybe because the kids were up at dawn. Try it yourself. When you're feeling tired, say, "I'm knackered," and feel how it rolls off the tongue. As Sarah shuffles to the kitchen, she's after her morning cuppa. That's a cup of tea, the lifeblood of any British home. She might say, "Right, time for a brew." Brew is another way to say tea, and it's as British as rain on a bank holiday. You can practice this by narrating your own morning drink. I'm making a brew, whether it's tea, coffee, or even hot chocolate. It's a simple way to start thinking in English. While the kettle's boiling, Sarah sorts out brekkie, that's breakfast, shortened in true British style. She might whip up some toast with marmalade or a bacon butty, which is a sandwich with bacon, often slathered with butter or a bit of HP sauce. Slather means to spread generously, like piling on the butter, and butty is a casual term for a sandwich, especially up north. Try this. When you're making breakfast, describe it with slang. "I'm slathering butter on my toast." Or, "This bacon butty's cracking." Cracking means great or brilliant, perfect for anything you love, from food to a sunny day. If Sarah's kids are rushing about, she might shout, "Oi, settle down, you lot." Oi is a cheeky way to get attention, and you lot is how we affectionately refer to a group, like kids or mates. Practice it when you're calling out to family or friends. It's playful and very British. By mid-morning, Sarah's tackling the housework, starting with the washing. She'll say, "Time to sort the washing. Proper minging this pile." Minging is a fantastic word for anything dirty or unpleasant, like a stack of grubby clothes. Proper adds emphasis, meaning really or very, as in proper tasty for delicious food. You can use this when you're tidying up. "This room's minging, let's sort it." As she loads the washing machine, Sarah might hum a tune and think, "This is a right faff." Faff means a fuss or hassle, perfect for any tedious task. Try it next time you're doing chores. "This cleaning's a right faff." It's a fun way to make mundane tasks feel more British. If Sarah's popping to the shops for milk or bread, she might say, "I'm nipping out for a bit." Nipping means going quickly, like a short errand. Practice this when you're heading out. "I'm nipping to the shop." It's snappy and natural. Around lunchtime, Sarah's in the kitchen again, maybe making a quick sarnie. That's another word for sandwich, short and sweet. She might say, "I'll have a cheese sarnie, Ta." Ta is a casual way to say thanks, especially common in Northern England. Imagine you're making lunch and try it. "I'm having a cracking sarnie, Ta." If she's peckish, Sarah might sneak a biscuit and say, "Just a quick nibble." Peckish means a bit hungry, and nibble is a small bite, perfect for that sneaky snack. Use these when you're grabbing food. "I'm peckish, time for a nibble." If the kids are home, Sarah might tell them, "Don't faff about, eat your lunch." It's a gentle way to say, "Hurry up." Try tossing these phrases into your day. They're easy to remember and make your English sound lively. In the afternoon, Sarah might have a mate over for a natter. That's a chat or gossip, a word that captures the British love of a good catch-up. She'll say, "Fancy a cuppa and a natter?" Fancy means want or feel like, as in fancy a biscuit. Practice this by inviting someone for a chat. Fancy a natter? While they're chatting, Sarah might say, "I'm chuffed to bits with my new curtains." Chuffed to bits means really pleased, a warm, happy phrase. Use it when you're excited. "I'm chuffed with my new shoes." If her mate shares some juicy gossip, Sarah might gasp, "Blimey, you're having me on." Blimey is an exclamation of surprise, like wow, and having me on means joking or teasing. Try it when you're shocked. "Blimey, that's mad." These phrases add a spark to your conversations and make you sound like you're straight out of a British soap. As evening rolls in, Sarah's sorting dinner, maybe a shepherd's pie or a curry. She'll say, "This pie's proper lush." Lush means delicious or amazing, especially popular in the West Country. Try it with your food. This dinner's lush. After dinner, she might relax with a bit of telly, British slang for TV. She'll say, "I'm knackered. Time for some telly." Watching something like the Great British Bake Off is perfect for picking up more slang, like soggy bottom for a bad cake or naff for something rubbish. Repeat a phrase you hear, like "that's a bit naff," to practice pronunciation. If Sarah's winding down, she might write a quick note about her day. "Today was mental, but I'm chuffed with dinner." Mental means crazy or busy. Great for a hectic day. Try writing a sentence or two about your day using slang. "Today was mental, but my lunch was cracking." It's a fun way to reflect and practice. The beauty of learning slang through a routine like Sarah's is that it's practical. You're using words tied to real life. But it's not always easy. Slang can feel overwhelming, especially when phrases like chuffed or minging don't translate directly. My tip? Start with versatile ones like cheers, mate, or brilliant that work in lots of situations. If you're worried about sounding odd, listen to how natives use them in shows or conversations. Time's another challenge. If you're busy like Sarah, you don't need hours. Just slip slang into what you're doing. Say, "I'm nipping out" when you run errands, or "I'm peckish" when you're hungry. One of our listeners, Amina, shared how she started using ta instead of thanks when grabbing coffee. At first, it felt strange, but now it's natural, and she feels like she's blending in. If you don't get a phrase right away, focus on the vibe. Is it positive, like chuffed, or negative, like gutted? Keep your goal in mind. Maybe you want to banter with mates, or order a pint like a local. That's what keeps you going. For a bit of inspiration, let me share 2 stories from our English natively listeners. First, there's Fatima, a mum who started using slang while cooking with her kids. She'd say, "Let's whip up a cracking sarnie," or "This pan's minging, give it a scrub." Her kids loved it, and now they all say chuffed when they're happy with their food. Fatima says it's made English proper fun for the whole family. Then there's Lucas, who's always on the go. He started slipping slang into his errands, like saying, "I'm nipping to the shop," or tar when buying bread. He also watches British comedies and picked up blimey from a show. Now he uses it in chats with his language partner, and it feels like he's one of the lads. These stories show that slang isn't just words. It's a way to bring English to life, no matter how busy you are. That's all for today's episode of English Natively. A British housewife's routine is full of chances to learn slang, from knackered in the morning to lush at dinner. Start small, have a go, and don't worry about getting it wrong. It's all part of the fun. I'd love to hear which slang you're trying out. Drop us a message on our channel. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep speaking.